Welcome Tennessee Youth Academy coaches. Here we are with our 5th week of our training session overview here in the spring of 2018. We're going to continue on with shooting technique and going to goal, but the thing that we're really going to focus on is a player's ability to score goals. So this is a good chance for you as coaches to really get in there and coach and help connect with the players and how they read and understand the game, taking initiative and being proactive as it relates to just scoring a goal, whether that's redirecting off their body, using a different surface, but certainly part of last week where we were shooting and using shooting technique with the foot will be a major feature for this session. So with our TTPs here, we have a 4v4 game model. So we're thinking about shooting, scoring goals, creating chances. All of those can be reinforced here in our small-sided games as we begin. Really key when you set these up, if you haven't done it, to try and include it this week, is the safety or coaching channel. One, it gives the players the ability to allow the ball to go out of bounds without any fear of the ball and or the players moving onto the other field while the game is going on, but also it allows you as the coach or your staff to move about the game and interact with the players through some of our keywords here, thinking about openings, shooting, and attack. And then as we're moving throughout the space watching the game, we can encourage them to think about how we can find openings and create openings such that we can go forward. And when we get into our practice phase here, again we have our core activity, which is where we'll start. We've got our less challenging and our more challenging activity. The overall objective is how do we get to goal? I mean, how do we score goals, and what are the ways in which we can modify our technique so it might not always be the same surface or the same body part. So if you look at the core activity here, let's try and give it a 30-minute session duration in terms of either the more challenging or the less challenging. But I've got a 30 by 30 field here, just a 5 by 20 sort of shooting channel or shooting area. I've got small goals on either side, and it's a 2v2 with the coach playing the ball out. And just as we looked at last week, there's incentives, not restrictions, for scoring here centrally versus if you score closer to the goal. So in this case, 1 point if you score in this zone, and then 5 points if you score in this zone. You think the players need more reinforcement and support? Quite simply, we've got a diagonal setup with a goal here, a goal here, a goal here, and a goal here. So you've got alternating colors. And through these alternating colors, you can designate whether you're playing to the whites or the oranges or both. But it's simply a 1v1 with the player carrying the ball from one line and attacking the next player in line here in a 1v1 situation. Depending on which goal you enact or empower, you could have themes, so maybe the white goals are worth 5, and the orange goals are worth 1. But you want to certainly play directional. That's the key. And then if you feel like you can, weave in to a 2v2 game where the goals have incentives, or they can defend to and attack to at the same time. Our more challenging activity, it's going to look a lot like our core activity here. We're going to have 2 goals. We have keepers on either side, so it's simple 4v4. We're playing for a timed period. We're going to keep score and keep track of our points. Want to use lots of keywords here related to scoring, shooting, creating chances, take him or her on. The guided questions to sort of encourage these actions are going to be, when can we shoot on goal? What do we do with our dribble, or how do we have our setup touch before we begin to shoot? And then where do we look while shooting? And this is all going to be tested or assessed in our play 2 phase. So again, we're going to play forward with the pass, create chances, and scoring goals. Hopefully it's a full-sided game using all the laws of our game and the player development initiatives. And we're thinking about where and when can we spread out, how we should pass or dribble to get forward, and then what should we do if and when we are in front of goal. So these themes connect to last week, and hopefully it'll help improve players' ability to score goals. Thanks.